Hey guys, how's it going? It is, I've been so friggin' busy, I don't even know what day it is. It's Wednesday, late morning. I did some shuffling this morning, moving some stuff around, kind of got those flatheads out of my way. I'm glad I cleaned up the shop a couple of weeks ago because I would have had no room for them. But they're not going to interfere with me too much-ish, you know what I mean? So yeah, there's a ton going on here. The one day, other than the one day that I was really feeling like crap, I've been working on the Fargo every single day, even if it's just for a few hours. I got to get this done and out of here. So there's that. I still got stuff down in that other property. I have lined up my buddy to give me a hand to go pick up that 32 coupe body. Excuse me. Still got it. But anyway, hopefully we can get it out and onto the truck without it, caving in like a beer can. So I got to get that home. There's also some transmissions and other stuff I got to grab. So there's that. And I'm showing that because the Fargo is pretty much sanding. And how much sanding do you guys want to see? So I'm trying to keep it interesting by showing you this other stuff. So I hope that's working for you. Don't mind me, I'm going to be coughing and hacking probably for another couple days. Starting to loosen up, you know what I mean? So yeah, I've been giving her pretty hard. It's been long days and nights and whatever. So get that 32 coupe home. I don't know if I mentioned this in the last video, but the 32 Roadster, it sold in less than an hour. And finalized the deal last night. It's all good. I had to set up PayPal. What a pain in the ass. Even though I already had a PayPal account, I hadn't used it in like 15, 18 years, something like that, 16 years, whatever. And I only used it to buy stuff from the US. I never sold anything on PayPal. So all my information was outdated. Passwords, I had no idea. And they spin you around in circles. It was almost 3 hours dicking around with that total to get everything to work. But anyway, it's working now and I got it, so good to go. He's not picking that thing up till the spring. So I'm going to knock it down, put it in a nice little pile, and put it in the shed in the back, and store it for him till spring. No biggie. I've got an aluminum pallet that I can strap it all to when the time comes. And yeah, it's going all the way to the pretty much the West Coast. So pretty cool. The guy does have a YouTube channel. It's called Trad Rod and Custom. Trad being short for traditional, I would imagine. He's got a Model A Roadster with a flathead in it, and he's working on that. And he's working with some rough stuff, and he can do fabrication and everything else. So maybe this is the car for him. You're gonna have to be good at fabrication to get that thing back to where it needs to be, and he's aware of it. I mean, in the video when I showed the 32 Roadster, I mean, I crapped on it the whole time, so not hiding nothing. It is what it is. So anyway, that's gone. So the 32 is coming, some other miscellaneous stuff, and I decided I'm going to bust a move on that 67 Chevy II. I think I'm going to take it. I'll talk to him later today. Get it towed home. I'm just going to get a tow truck. It's $100. It's way less work than trying to borrow a trailer, go get it, load it, unload it, blah, 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 blah. Plus, it's my gas and everything else anyway. Might as well just get a tow truck to do it. And you'll drop it exactly where I want it, and no issues. So we're going that way. So that hopefully will be home in the next couple of days as well. When it gets here, we'll go over that. I'm doing a lot of talking, aren't I? So today, what I am going to do, because I don't have any new stuff coming in today, that is, I'm going to be on the Fargo. I'm going to probably block out both quarter panels. Basically the rear fender-ish area. That's where most of the work was. And block it out, see what we need. Might have to do some spot priming or whatever. But yeah, I'm going to pull it back a little bit, and we're going to get on the quarters. I also want to sand the dash and get that ready for primer as well, because that needs to be painted first before the rest of the car or truck, because it's a different color. So I want to paint it, mask it off, and then I can paint the rest of the truck. So that's where I'm at. This has got to go. I got to get it gone because I need to bring my 56 in, make room for that Nova. Blah blah blah. The yard is full. It's just there's stuff everywhere. It's crazy. So spring, I'm going to have a hell of a mess to clean up, man. Anyway, stay tuned. We'll get to work. All right, let's pull this sucker back. There we go. All right, so you can see I've already got my guide coat on this fender. Basically what it is, quarter, it's one piece, but it looks like a fender. Yeah, get sanding on it. I'm going to go in a cross pattern, the X pattern, as usual. I can feel down here, it's a little wonky, so that's something. Here as well. The rest feels pretty good though. So yeah, we'll get on blocking that. I don't know if I mentioned it, but last night we got about 1 inch of snow. And it's not going to last though. It's above zero, it's raining, so snow will be gone by the end of the day, I'm sure. Yeah, I should have got better prepared. Can't find nothing. There we go. Might as well turn on the compressor. Gonna need it. Just want to blow this off. It's kind of clogged. There we go. So I think you can see where some spots are lighter than others. Those are high spots. In other words, the primer, the guide coat is sanding off of there first because this is sticking out further, right? Try and blow my paper clean often. Oh, come on. Ugh. It's coming. It's a slow process. I'm using 220. Oh. So anyway, we keep sanding till it's all white like this, or light gray. So you want it to be consistent, get all the dark spots out, and yeah, you can run out of wind doing this stuff, especially when you're not feeling good and you're old. Anyway, you don't have to watch me do this for too much longer. I'll come back when I got this quarter sanded. All right, so I got updates. Good news and bad news. Bad news is this whole sort of fender area here of the quarter is gonna need a good heavy shot of primer, a couple coats for sure. The reason for that, there's a lot of high spots. This here's the black epoxy primer that the truck came in with, and this actually went right to bare metal. It's a little bit of a ridge there. I'm gonna tap that down just slightly with a hammer. Anywhere there's body filler, like here and here, here, those are high spots. The good news is there's no low spots. Low spots are a pain. High spots can be sanded down. So probably hit it one more time with primer should do it. For getting down here on this little roll here on the fender lip, I'm using this round tube block, okay? And that kind of picks up and straightens out that whole curved edge. Also, there's two spots here, and here that are not a nice even curve. It kind of, you know, dips in here, it comes across and dips again and then goes. So just a little shot of filler here and here. Straighten that out. I got to hit the bottom yet, but overall, not horrible. I'll take it. But I mean, this here with black paint would jump out at you like you know, somebody beat it with a hammer or something. It would be terrible. Before I do prime it though, I'm going to go over the whole thing after it's done sanded. Go over the whole thing with 400 wet paper just to knock out any of the scratches and stuff, because I don't want to end up with what I had on the roof where I had to, after painting black, I had to sand the whole freaking thing over again. So I'm going to go over it with 400 and then prime it, but I'm going to wait till I get the other side done as well, and I still got to do down here yet. So there's plenty of sanding. I've got about over an hour just sanding that section, and I still got to get down low yet. So it's time consuming, and it sucks, really, to tell you the truth. But that's body work, man. Okay, so I'm gonna try and tap that dent in very gently, because I don't want to have to apply any more filler on this. So if I'm just gentle, make it so that the primer itself, because like I said, I'm going to lay it on pretty heavy, the primer itself will take care of evening everything out. Now it's also bare metal showing here, but it feels fine. I think we got that. Ooh, we got her there. Here as well. Gonna sand it a bit so I can see it a little better. Oh yeah, there it is. So I got that pretty good. Now it's kind of continuous all the way, so that tells me that I'm knocking this down a little bit. Feels pretty good. Okay, I don't feel anything there anymore. I'm going to say we got her. That's good. Primer should take care of the rest. I got to close up to my edge here. Get down below. Take care of my wheel lip. And then we can move to the other side. So all in all, not too bad. Figure around 2 hours a side for this, just this piece. I know it sounds like a lot, but that's the nature of the beast, my friends. Okay, so I just have this little area right here left. So that's the epoxy again. Hope my head's not in the way. Hey Dan, move your melon. Oh yeah, much better. All right, so we got that. Now, guess I'll get my guide coat on the rest of the quarter. Okay, I'm going to do the whole quarter. Probably out of your view now. Okay, so I laid my guide coat over the whole quarter. I did a little bit of work here on that section. Up here, I did nothing. I never touched it. And it looked fine to me. So that up there is ready for just final sanding with wet paper. Most of my work was done down here. There is a couple of little spots here and there. Nothing major though. So it should sand out pretty good. So now I'm going to, while that sets up, I'm going to move the truck back that way. And I'm going to get my guide coat on the whole quarter on the other side so that it's ready to go when I'm done over here on the passenger side. So yeah, we'll get that done right now and then I'll scooch it back over. All right. Now lower this down just a little bit. This is just Duplicolor sandable primer. I don't put it on heavy, just enough to give it a contrast, you know. I think I'm running out. I always say it's cheap primer, but nothing's cheap. Still 20 bucks a can. Well, go as far as I can with it, I guess. Might have enough to do it. Just. Oh well, enough is enough. It's all good. Alright, so that's about it for this video. I think you've had enough sanding for one day. I know I have, but I still got to sand some more. So it is what it is. Tomorrow, however, if the weather holds up, I'm going to be going to get the 32 coupe. My buddy's lined up. As long as it's not pouring rain, but the weather keeps changing every half hour, so the forecast, I have no idea what it's going to do tomorrow, so we'll see what happens with that. Hopefully I can get that done, get it home, you know. Always want to get them home. The longer you leave things around, easier they disappear and you never see them again. So got to go get it tomorrow, Friday the latest. I know Friday is supposed to be nice, but again, the weather keeps changing, you know. These guys get paid big bucks, and they're wrong 99% of the time. Great job. Wish I could find one like that. Anyway, it is what it is. So, yeah, we'll get the quarters blocked out. This may be the last time. I think I'm going to have to block it again with wet paper. But that should probably do it. Be pretty close, because it feels really good. Altogether now it's been blocked 3 times. Not unusual for a black paint job, so it'll be 4 times total. And you know, there comes a point where you just got to get some damn paint on the thing, and we're getting to that point. So yeah, that's about it on this one. We'll see what happens tomorrow. So if you like the content, please subscribe. I'm what, 253 away from 5,000. Sure would be nice to get to 5,000 by Christmas. That would make my day. That would make my Christmas. So don't ruin my Christmas. Don't be a Grinch. Subscribe. Anyway, like the video. Give it a thumbs up. You know, don't be shy. Leave comments down below. Let me know what you're thinking. You know, if you're not doing anything else, get out in the garage and build something, man. Later, guys.